And then PJ is a who's who, you know. Very, very experienced, respected grappler in the no-gi. You know, one of the leaders of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu's competitors, you know. Trains with those guys out there in California. But Davis
Man,
trains.
I am stoked for this one.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Are you kidding me?
I feel like Davis just has no fear.
I need a fresh pair of underwear right now, baby.
Okay.
These dudes got me moist.
All right.
Let's get it
You
going,
heard it.
baby.
You heard it there first.
Are you serious?
We heard it there, and we're right to the action. Davis just pressuring. But PJ looking like, you want to wrestle? Let's
Wrist
wrestle.
control from David. Oh, I would love to see some wrestling.
And it looks like PJ.
Good stance from Davis.
Yeah, anytime PJ flicks
You know
his
PJ's
arms
game.
down, yeah, he's ready to wrestle. You see that little flicks? That's like, let's wrestle.
PJ don't play.
Yeah, but Davis looking
A
very,
little smirk from PJ.
very in shape, very agile on his feet, so quick.
Heavy with that right foot in front.
Yeah,
Gotta be
wow.
careful. Wow. Beautiful
Wow.
arm drag by Davis.
Lightning speed by Davis, able to get that duck under and turn that into a takedown.
So fast.
And that's no easy task, you know.
So fast.
PJ is a good wrestler.
Yeah, the pedigree's unreal. D1.
Yeah, and he still is wrestling with J-Flow and those
Oh, yeah,
guys.
all day.
You know, so he has a jiu-jitsu wrestle, but Davis is just so quick and aggressive. You know, and that's why he finds
now
success.
Davis with Danaher in his corner.
Yeah, but, you know, PJ showed us some guard play earlier, so let's see. Let's see. He might go back to that. You know, he's showcasing that he's more than just a top player. You know?
Oh, man, PJ's guard is unmatched, dude. He's got a great guard. The last few matches, he's been killing that.
Oh, yeah. But you see, Davis is very leg lock
On top
heavy.
of the leg drag position.
Yeah, and Davis got
Beautiful weighted
Davis
pass.
was able to leg lock Elijah Carlton.
PJ
So
wise to stay on top.
Yes, very wise. But also, he needs to be careful. Davis very long and lanky, maybe looking for any triangle attempts, you know, from that position, keeping his knees nice and high, controlling the elbows. You know, that's tough to deal with a lanky person who can move their legs like that. PJ coming out of 10th Planet is very aware of that. Stays square, looking to get out of this close guard. He doesn't want any part of this. Davis on bottom, looking for his opportunity to maybe get a sweep, maybe get a triangle. I mean, you got to be very patient in this position.
Close guard. Shoulder crunch on top.
Yeah,
Man, you got to respect that position.
Yeah, New Wave, no stranger to that shoulder crunch sweep.
PJ
variation.
doing a good job turning his thumb the other way.
Yeah, it's tough to get that shoulder crunch with no butterfly hook, though, you know, with somebody that's square. And PJ has an outstanding base, able to stay on top, you know, putting his hands into Davis's armpits as he uses that to try to stand up. But Davis going to use that to counter and break PJ's posture down so that he can drag him into these close guard, classic, you know, movements. Looking for hip switches, maybe potentially, or hip bump sweep. I mean, or maybe Kimura locks. You can see Davis leaning to one side, so he's favoring that side of PJ. Maybe looking for an arm, but PJ is well aware of that, keeping that hand on Asare's armpits, just making sure that he keeps it low. We might see a triangle. The way that Asare keeps trying to push PJ's hands down, we may see a pop triangle. Davis underneath with that underhook on PJ's leg, maybe looking for a pendulum sweep.
Tough spot to be in here.
Maybe a flower sweep.
Yeah, PJ wants to get to his feet, but you got to be careful. Let him enter the legs.
Yeah. It's tough when somebody has such a good base. They have such a good base, you don't want to just open your legs because then they just put a knee up and they're passing your guard or falling back on a leg. And PJ has shown that he's not worried about leg locks. And as you can say that, Asare dives into this outside, but looking to push the leg back inside for this inside heel hook. But PJ is going to turn that corner, force that back take to force Asare to open back up, going back to neutral. PJ keeping his knee high, watching out for any triangles. And that in that headquarters position, looking to pass. I expect some knee slices from PJ maybe.
Use that wrist control again.
Yeah, but you see how Asare keeps that ankle lock. I mean, not just that ankle.
So jacked on the legs, man.
Yeah, I mean he's
what the heck?
He's so strong, even though he's lean, so he doesn't burn too much energy.
Nice high step attempt.
But he moves so fast and so much. Little modified waiter sweep by Davis on bottom, but has to let go as PJ backs out, gets his weight on that side, kind of staying a little bit out of range of Davis. Davis inviting him back into that guard. There's that underhook, maybe looking for a matrix K-guard entry right there. There it is, backside 50-50.
Got to be careful on the backside.
Yep. But PJ
being smart.
Yeah,
trying to pull his leg out.
He's making sure his knee line isn't in that space. Squaring back up. Wow, Asare looking to dig for that inside heel hook. Forces a 50-50 from PJ Barch. Now they're in this 50-50 position. PJ does not look like he wants to be here. Davis looked like he is ready for a shootout. Davis right into that heel hook. PJ doing a good job rotating and diving in for his own heel hook. Davis in trouble now, forced to retreat. I mean, the theme of the night is 50-50 shootouts. You know, just make sure that you guys have a game plan as PJ opens up his 50-50. He closes it back up. There's that dig by PJ getting the tap. Getting the tap over Davis. Very interesting because PJ's feet was in the air. And that should make it a position that's actually easier to open the legs. But it just looks like PJ was just more aggressive on the leg locks. Just had Davis's number on that one.
I would love to see a rewatch.
You got to be careful when you get into a shootout. You can be a better leg locker and still get shot in a shootout.
Bang. Lots of taps. That was like 6 taps.
Yeah. And that's
Look at this. When does the tap start? Now.
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
now. Hit him with the Brazilian tap.
A little bit of that is because, you know, it looked like Davis was a little bit reluctant to give it up, but he knew he was caught in that 50-50 shootout.